everybody. Shawnacy here with the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy. Today we are going to talk about monsters. Yeah, monsters, right? When I think about doing monsters and I think about how I want to work with monsters in my art journal, I like to think about it in terms of an analogy, right? So think of a monster. We have like King Kong, which is super big and strong and destructive. And we have, maybe like a ghost that you can't see, but it's there and it's scary. So there's different, monsters have different properties and different sort of personality traits, I guess you might say. And so these are, to me, they sort of represent different sort of things that bother us, different monsters that we might have. Maybe you feel scared of something, or maybe you are always sad, right? Maybe you have sort of feelings that you don't really understand what they might. Sometimes we have these feelings that like they're not actually attached to a thing that happened. They're just sort of general crazy feelings. And so it's helpful to me to sort of think about these feelings as monsters and to give them a shape. So the feeling that you're having, is it more loud and does it have sharp teeth, or is it more sort of slimy and snaky, right? What is this feeling like to you? And if we can make it a shape and give it like a little character, it becomes somewhat easier to deal with. And maybe I can like talk to it in my head and say, all right, you need to chill out for a little bit, or, go take a nap, or tell it to take care of itself so it's not bothering me so much. So what I'm going to use for monsters, which is one of the things that I enjoy using most, are these inks. So this is not paint. This is ink. This is a Bombay ink. This one is sort of a magenta color. This one is a turquoise. Here's some different colors of inks that I have. I'm going to use this. My monster today is feeling very sort of like hot. Got this hot magenta color here. I'm excited about. So the first thing that you do when using inks in this way, you're going to sort of create a little bit of a puddle of water here on your page that you're using. Again, we're going to want to use a little bit of a thicker paper for this. And so think about maybe the shape that you're going to want to be in. I'm thinking actually almost like a fiery shape. So I'm going to dab some water right here. I'm going to like see if it can go upward a little bit. So I'm almost just like painting the shape that I want, or a shape similar to what I want, with water. And it doesn't have to be exact. You're just sort of giving the ink somewhere to go. And we're going to watch it, and it's super fun. So here I'm going to take my ink, and it comes with this little dropper. So you just take, oops, sorry, you can't see that. So it's in this little dropper. You just drop a couple of drops in right there. And we're going to see what happens when we put these drops. You just need a tiny bit of ink into the paint, and it's really cool what happens. Kind of blooms like a flower. I really love it. So I'm just going to let it go. If you are wanting it to go one way or another, you can kind of like lift it up and encourage the ink to travel in a specific direction. But I am here just to see what happens today. You might also take you can blow on it. You could take like a straw and blow through your straw and see what happens. I'm kind of loving this little monster that's coming up. I'm going to let it dry for a minute, and then we're going to see how we're going to work with the ink here on this page. All right, so here's the point at which we have a splotch, we have a thing. It's here, it's almost dry. So I'm starting to think about how I want to make this look. And when I did it at first, I sort of made the water puddle that I was going to use in a shape that I was thinking of, which was sort of like a fiery head, like a hot head. He would have been this way. So this would have been like his face and his like fiery head. But the more I'm looking at this, the more it's sort of looking to me like a really cool sort of like a monster this way, where this is his head. We got his legs coming down here. He's sort of walking toward you, and we have a little tail in the back. So I think I'm going to actually make him go this way, which is not what I was expecting. And that's one of the fun things about doing this type of ink work, is that you never really quite know what's going to happen, and it's always a surprise. All right, so now comes the fun part, when we sort of take our shape and turn it into our guy. So this is what I've got so far, sort of this cartoonish, dragony dude. There he is. And I think I was thinking about it. Does he want to be furry? Does he want to be scaly? And I think the body wants to be a little bit furry. So fur is super fun to do. It's just a bunch of lines coming down. Maybe he doesn't want to be all over furry, but we're going to do a little bit of it. So you can see putting some fur on him over there in the corner. All right, so just keep it up. Make your monster. Give him fur, give him scales, give him wings, give him horns, make him breathe fire. Make her have long, sharp fingernails, whatever it is that best personifies your sort of monstrous feelings right now. And then I think I've sort of cut this page over here. Once I get finished with this monster, I'm probably gonna stick him on here. I was thinking about doing another flip up page, but I think I might just stick him straight on here. Let him sort of be the center of this page, and then do some journaling in that white space. All right, super excited to see your guys' monsters. Turn him into a little cartoon guy. They're super fun. All right, monstered up peeps. I'll see you tomorrow.